So I think we're the live. We are the live on Facebook for now, and I think I need to time it like at 1 minute or something. I think I did that last time and it worked out pretty good. But look at you, look at me. How's that?
We can see you.
It's
a sexy cat.
All right, well, I'm going to do it at 30 seconds. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to it. It's another edition of the Triple T, the Tasty Teardown Tuesdays, where we tear down a device, we taste a juice, and we have a talk with our local or international vape superstar. Tonight we're chatting with the ladies from G Drops, formerly known as the G-Spot ladies. G-Spot Techno.
No.
How you doing? How we doing?
Good.
Jenny and Yolandi, all the way from the freezing cold Antarctic north of Johannesburg.
Yeah, we pretty much, Antarctic. It feels like it. For sure.
Have you guys still not paid your electricity bill? The heating's not on yet.
No, the heating's not on yet. We can't afford it, eh?
Bro, last week, I flew in on Monday morning to Joburg, and it was fresh. It was like got off the airplane and I was like outside was colder than inside of the airplane, which, yeah. But Tuesday morning was 6 degrees, bro. I woke up in the bed and I was like lying there just looking at my mate came through because he's construction, so he goes to work early. So like 6 o'clock in the morning, he comes through to my bedroom. He's like, "Are you awake?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been awake for an hour. I just can't get out of bed, man." It's freezing. All right, I see the spanners are operating there. YouTube is definitely live. Neil McCallum and Chester are in the YouTubes. And Julian is just switching over to his generator because he got load shed at 8 o'clock like the rest of us. Yeah. Neil says, that's warm. 6 degrees is warm. No. All right.
So we live like outside of Alberton on a little ranch. We clocked it the other day -4.
No, bro.
Yes, it was cold. It was fucking cold.
And when your lab is down there, when you're pouring out PG, does it like not come out the bottle?
PG is the worst. Yeah.
It's like,
Not coming.
Because I mean, obviously the lab is extremely cold.
Yeah.
With all the stuff, and it's like,
you have to put in some heaters, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what can we say?
We're good. So the new brand, we've changed over from the last name, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, but understandably in business, it's difficult to have a sexual innuendo, connotation, and then and try to deal with serious business people. So it was fun while it lasted, but we've changed over to G Drops now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, we had fun. We got known. We're still known as the G-Spot ladies. No matter where we go, they all still recognize us as that.
Yeah.
But for a brand perspective, I think G Drops, Eliquis just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Evening Tanny Desiree. That's my second wife, in case you were wondering.
There's Desiree, yeah. And Nicholas McCarthy in the house there. Julian's generator's back up. Brenny, all the way from Australia. What's up, Brenny? How you, bro? Phil Ben is here. What's happening, Phil? Cool. So, the rebranding G Drops, pretty plain and simple. Just reblanket everything.
Yeah.
Are all the juices now going to be under G Drops?
So
everything that comes from here.
From here on out, everything will be under the G Drops brand. The older juices of the previous G-Spot ranges, I mean, we've got the first range. I think we're starting to phase that out now. I mean, it's been 2 years. We still get a lot of orders for the pistachio one and things like that, but the other two have died. So we're busy
Trubula
phasing
is
that.
2 years old.
Yeah.
No way.
We had our birthday bash last week Saturday with Vape Odyssey. So they would turn 4 and we turned 2.
Oh, wow.
And we had a fucking hell of a bash.
Yes, we had a party.
Fuck me, we were tired. And then also it was the launch of the new juice. So, and then Trablu will say Trablu.
Trablu. I'm learning.
Trablu.
See, it's only 2 years later.
Yes. And then obviously the Juicify range is still around. It's a summer juice, so it will go again in the summer.
Yeah.
And then we said, why not? Winter, let's do a dessert, rebrand, start fresh. New brand, new juice, new everything.
New season. Yeah.
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 Because, for us, like, really, we don't have spring and summer. We just have,
hot and cold.
6 months of fuck off and then, 9 months of fuck off and then like 3 months of winterish.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, Nicholas McCarthy says epic party.
He was there. They came through.
So we had so many juice makers. I mean, Laura from Milk was there. Salman from Vapology was there. Nicholas was, his brother's Vaping Lounge. And then the guys from Cthulhu was also there.
Wes was there.
Wesley was there.
Eric was there.
Eric Chan was there. And Greg from the Wolf was also there. So we had a hell of a lot of supporters come through for that day.
Nice. I know, I missed it by 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because my flights were booked and then I saw the thing and I'm like, I would have come up like 2 days early, but yeah, changing flights in South Africa, not going to happen.
Not easy.
It's not like that. So I must say our launch party was a big success. I mean, I've never seen so many people in a vape shop, except I've never seen so many people in a vape bar.
Yeah, and I think that everyone's kind of a bit hurtful for lockdown and stuff like that. And any opportunity to cater a bikkie is going to be jumped at. Especially, I think you guys have done the first launch since lockdown. I don't know anyone else that's done a launch party since.
Yeah, we launched.
We launched Trablu as well with Bez and them at Vape Odyssey
in October.
Just when
he opened tobacco.
Just when he opened tobacco. And then it was also like a huge success. But I must say, this one around, we didn't expect it.
Well, that's nice. That's really good to hear.
Yeah. It was a huge success. I mean, Bez and them really went out of their way. They had balloons up and they had music and it was just lekker.
Lunch. We bought lunch for everybody in the store. Oh, Christelle and them from Rustic Vape was also there.
Oh man, making me sad now because I should have been there. But so it's happened pretty early. 8 minutes in, Phil Bean said, "So who's gonna say it first tonight?" Brainy. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Because people keep making me sing that song. Desiree says, "We missed you, Brent." Yes, I know. I've missed everyone apparently. Rian is here.
How's it going on?
He said his bike got stolen on Thursday morning. He's gutted. Sorry, Rian. That's terrible. Desiree says 31st October. 31st of October for what?
That's when we launched the Trablu with them.
Oh, the last time.
Yeah.
I to say, we're only in June. If you're planning to have a party with me on the 31st of October, I'm sure I can make it this time.
Maybe end of September you might be in for something.
Navesh Maharaj says Golden Donuts was dropped like it was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it dropped hard.
Yeah, it came out of the gate. So, got to ask the questions. How long did it take you to come up with a recipe for Golden Donuts? Because I think just to help people in here understand, these things don't just happen overnight. It's very seldom that somebody gets it on the first try. So what is how many months did it take and how many variations did you work on?
2.5 months it took us.
That's pretty quick.
Then I must,
Yeah.
but it's like I made 4 or 5 versions every time. I think I got stuck on 35 versions.
35 versions, and it was 3.
35 versions in 2.5 months. That's a lot of hard work.
This place was like a home.
We live here.
We live here. We work until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
I like the way that you point to the back to the empty shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Empty.
That's fun.
Isn't there something supposed to be on those shelves?
Yeah, golden donuts.
So our website, you'll see it nice and fun on our website, but it's got a big fat sticker over that says sold out. So the pre-orders are in the lab on the board. So it's just, we're waiting patiently.
So
explain the flavor, because I'm going to go through the bottle just now, something that I'm really proud of on the bottle there. Golden donut. So it says it's creme brulee filled donut.
Yeah. So we wanted a golden donut because we all know there's not many donuts on the market. There's a lot of international. And we wanted to do a South African donut that's different. And then we said you can't just do a donut because that's way too much. So let's add a creme brulee. Everybody loves creme brulee. And it just rounds it off pretty well, I must say. It's when we start playing with the concentrates, it just worked from the word go.
So what happened is we used like all the local available creme brulee you could find, and it didn't work, and it didn't work, and it didn't work. And then eventually we imported 3 concentrates that's not available in South Africa.
Hence the weight.
And it's like we got it, we made like 1 30 ml bottle, and it was like, okay, there's something. And it changed in 4 days to utter shit. And then we remade it.
Which it does. I mean, people don't understand. Like, if I go through the juice shelves, like my first trip now to Johannesburg in a couple of years, in a couple of months, year and a month, just see all the Durban juices on the shelves. And obviously, I pick out those out and I look and I see and I'm like, oh, look at that. That's from Durban. That's from Maritzburg. All juices. Everything's is fruit.
Yep.
Joburg, you guys have something special about your desserts. And it, like you said, you mixed it up. It tasted great. 4 days later, it was not great.
Yeah.
That's what happens with desserts. I think I'm trying to expand on what people perceive in the industry as, oh, the price of 120 mils. And they look at DIY and they're like, oh, I can make that for 30 Rand. It's like, no, you can't, because it's everything else that goes into making that, you know. And Chubby Gorilla bottles, check out that. They cost money. They're twice as expensive as the alternative bottles, but they're Chubby Gorilla.
But heading to alternative bottles.
Unfortunately, Chubby does not have stock.
Yeah.
Again.
That's another problem we deal with on a day-to-day. Mrs. Kasim is in the house.
How are you, you lovely lady? I love her.
She's awesome. If you ever come back to Joburg and you want to drive to Witbank and then you drive to Middelburg and you go see Christelle and you go see Vaping Brothers and then you go see Vanilla Vapes. Fucking awesome stores.
That's one day.
I'm trying
one
to.
Day, but it's a lucky trip. Oh, Wesley, sorry, we're here before you, motherfucker.
So yeah, I will be doing my vape store visits again every first-ish week of the month. So I'll come up for a week every single month. Yeah. And then I gave you my dates for next month, or for the end of this month. It falls on a weird date. And then I'll let you take me out to lunch.
Yeah, but what we can do is we can take like one day where we meet up somewhere, then we go together to Witbank. You jump into the combi with us and we gaan.
Okay.
And we go have lunch in Witbank with Uncle Joe and then do vanilla, do rustic, and then come back.
But you know,
But
when
it's a whole
when
day.
you come here, I'm going to treat you to Durban bunny chow.
Yes, yes,
The authentic, the real one.
yes.
So when I come to you, I want the authentic, real, whatever.
I don't know what the fuck is real, yeah, but
No,
I will find it.
You must have
Burger
something.
King.
What is, I mean, if you go to Cape Town, you have a Gatsby. You go to Durban, you have a bunny chow. You go to Joburg, you have?
Mashing bracelets.
Millie's at the taxi rank.
Oh, fuck. Then you have steak.
I've heard of this thing. I like steak.
Yeah, you have steak.
Nicholas McCarthy says, then an evening we drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck,
fuck.
and we drink.
Yes, and we drink.
Okay, I'm a
But
bit
that was-
scared of that because I know I do this all the time, but this is just Tuesday nights and I only have 3. I'm not very good at drinking.
Parties with these guys is
Tops.
top. So
Tops.
there's always gummies involved and there's lots of booze involved and awesome pick music on YouTube, don't skip penalty drink type effects, and then a nice braai, and then there we go.
Tanny Day says he mustn't jump in our silver bus. Just jump in, it's fun.
No, I checked that thing. That thing's so cool. I want to get one with we're looking at getting a new car.
No, hold on.
No worries.
No. Hey, what's switch? Okay, Brent, we're gonna disappear for like
Give me a
5
second.
minutes.
Give me a second. This is
Are you changing over?
Okay, hold on. Hold on, no, we don't.
Yolandi is stuck. All right, let me see there. Mr. Robert Horn is in the house. What's happening, bro? Me, bro. Robert Horn, check ya. I finally got one, bro. I was at, that's from the lovely ladies at Mzansi Vape. When I went there, I saw the cup and I was like, oh, the coffee cups. And they're like, you can have one. I'm like, oh, you're so kind. Brent, Cape Town. Oh, bro. Yeah. I know what you're saying, and I normally have 3 beers. That's my tolerance. Anything more than that, I'm not very good at. Robert, bro. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Vape Mzansi. Oh, Leanne is in the house. Thank you, my girl. Check it out. All right, so the ladies have just popped off. I think they hot past. They're changing over their internet. This is load shedding in South Africa. If anyone's out of the country and doesn't know what's going on, some of the admins came in a bit late because they had to. I've had my generator on for like an hour and a half before the show, so that we could. There we go. I see an Adidas shirt there. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you guys in total darkness?
Yes.
Yeah, but it will switch on now.
Pitch black.
Oh, you're just switching over.
South
All
Africa.
right. Rob Thomas says, don't come to Germany. 3 beers is a starter. Aish. There we go. And he said, let there be lights.
For sure. Just see.
Come this one.
Come back, Esau.
That's my brother-in-law.
Thank you for changing us over.
It's a pleasure.
Robert Horn, I will gladly do Cape Town with you again anytime, my brother. We'll make it more fun. Next time we must go to Long Street. I'll teach you a thing or two about chow.
So yeah, we're planning a Durban trip. Maybe next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're planning one.
But you say Durban, but then you disappear down the south coast. That's not Durban.
Yeah, but that's why I will coordinate with you
Yeah.
to see where is the best place to be, so you can go north, central, and south.
All in one trip.
You
Only
know,
one trip.
that's the thing about Durban. Everything's like 17 k's away.
Yeah. So that's
So,
fine.
if you're gonna get an Airbnb here,
Yeah.
like probably Westville, where I am, is a nice area. And from here, I mean, Maritzburg is 30 minutes away. Ballito is 30 minutes away. and Toti's 25 minutes away. So,
Okay, it's better than Cape Town.
oh yeah. You struggle with Cape
Navesh.
Town. I struggle with Johannesburg.
Yeah.
So I just want to answer Navesh. Navesh, it would have been this month, but then my parents decided they're coming to visit from Cape Town, so
Yay!
February 1st.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
the last time they came to visit, this thing happened. So we're trying not to work this time.
well, maybe that's a good thing they're coming to visit.
My dad is so handy. I love him to bits.
Thanks, Robert. Yeah, Robert, I still need a pink one though. This is green. I like green. It's very nice, but pink is more manly. Great people from Mzansi Vape. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Right in
Brandon.
Zanzi, there's
So-
Branded water.
What did Brandon
Oh,
tell
we
me?
fancy now. Look at that. Ah, there we go. That's what I was going to talk about on the bottle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got the light right there, and I don't have one of those magic ring lights. But look there. Want. So if you guys don't know what that means, that is we are not tobacco. Hashtag want. Any of your vape pictures, anything that you see on Instagram, if you're posting, if you do social media or whatever, we'd appreciate if you use the hashtag want. And I know there's a lot of hashtags want because it's like seeing jewelry or a car want. Yeah, but ours is we are not tobacco. It's another little initiative from Kurt Yeo and the Vaping
So
Saved My
I
Life.
can show you something. I'm not going to strip, but we had an event at Rustic 2 weeks ago, and they actually had these shirts made for us.
They put it
Oh,
on all
man.
their shirts.
You girls, you're hurting me, yeah. You're gonna make me cry on camera. That's well done. That's flippin', that's what we need. We need people in the industry to start pulling finger and getting on board with the things that the VPA are doing. And I know I mentioned Kurt Yeo a lot with Vaping Saved My Life, but he's becoming an institution. He is the guy to ask the questions to, you know. The VPA is, as an entity, they rely a lot on the information that Kurt Yeo gathers from all over the world. And that's what he does all day. And he doesn't get paid for it. I'm on his Patreon page. I pay towards whatever I can, you know. But that's where he's deriving his income from, trying to help us keep our industry together. So I'm
100%.
so stoked to see juice makers that are actually like putting effort towards what he's doing to try and build.
We have to remember, we all want to save our industry.
Yeah.
So without our industry, we all fucked. All of us are fucked. This is all we have.
Right. For me, to go back and get a real job, are you mulled?
I can't.
I've
Uncle Rob,
literally
I'm
been
getting
fired
close
like
to
6
the
times.
For what?
No, wait, that was expelled from schools. Yeah, it's about the same.
Same shit.
I'm not good in public. It's not a great place for me. I know this is weird, but
Yeah.
You know, I can tell Lani to fuck off. I can't tell my boss to fuck off.
yeah.
It happens.
Unless you go stand in the mirror.
You can ask Desiree, she's seen us on bad days where we actually fight. We don't fight a lot, but when we do, it's ugly.
Yeah, you got to make up for it. I mean, we're going through this transition now where my wife is working, I don't want to say for me, working with me.
Yeah.
She's the boss.
And it's
We know that. Let's just say it. She's the boss. And yeah, if you want anything done, you have to talk to Laura because I get locked away in a workshop, fed bread and water. And it's been difficult because like my vision for the company and the 4 years before she joined me, the 4 years of what I did all by myself. And then she just does these things and they're so quick. And I'm like, how do you know how to do that? And like replying to emails. Like if I don't put a little star dash thingy there and post it and like glue it to my desktop, I forget. And Laura's just,
Yep.
well, I suppose
Honest.
that's why we love women so much.
Yeah. No, 100%. Sorry, I just want to close the door. Fuck me, Scott.
But yeah, I like that initiative. Let's see what's happening here. Go
So,
big.
Uncle
or
Rob,
go
what do you think about the donuts? I see you said you tasted it. What's your thoughts on it, Brew?
Oh, I can't say anything. I'm a neutral. Remember, I can't review vape juice because I think it's incorrect to review it. When somebody says, "Oh, I'm getting a caramel note in this," or "I'm getting a guava in that," or something like, but not everyone has the exact same setup as you, the same coils, like, and you know when your battery's going flat because the taste changes a little bit.
Yeah.
So, look, I am currently vaping on this. It is really not. There's something in there, like the golden donut thing. I get the creme brulee straight away. The donut part is there, but it's like it's donut without sugar on it, so because it's not too sweet. But there's something else in the back of my mouth, and I think you two will giggle with each other because you know what it is, but you won't tell us. There's something else in there. There's like I don't know. I want to say like, you see, I'm going to make myself look stupid here. I feel like it's got raspberry jam inside it.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? There's a thing. I don't know if it's from the creme brulee, like the burnt sugar.
Yeah, there we go.
There's that flavor in there. I'm like, I can't put my tongue on it. I can't put my finger on it. I'm like, there's something. Creme brulee is just
different.
It is. It's just got that
creme
glazing on
brulee
it.
is
It's
a
the hard one.
Yes.
So that's what it is. It's the burnt sugar,
There you go.
But
and
it's
it
also
comes
not
through
that
perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's also not that dark, rich caramel taste.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I showed you a juice just now that has a dark caramel taste to it, and when I vaped yours, I was like, oh, it's not the same.
No.
Yeah. Because a creme brulee is a vanilla dessert.
Yeah.
And it's with a donut, which is dough and sugar. But it doesn't have that sugar. It's got the creme brulee sugar, which is that little... It's quite delicious, if that's what you wanted. You got it. Delicious. Delicious as fuck. Brandon is in the house. Brandon Boshoff. Yo,
Yeah,
let's
no,
go.
yes,
Seven, what's happening, my brew?
So the other night on the Vapors Corner Live, we had a donut fun thing, and Shabir was leading that. Loose hands, he won it, and he's starting again.
I'm reading here.
He's fucking good with his donut.
Cinnamon. No, Navesh, it's not cinnamon. It's not. It's the burnt sugar. It's that flavor of burnt sugar, like brittle. You know.
That hard part that's on top.
Yeah.
You need to clap with it. Yeah.
It's exactly that. Exactly that. Nadine van de Skalk. Fuck. Nadine van Skalkwijk. There we go. Got it. Hi. Golden Donuts awesomeness. Yes. Jurgens, what's up, Mr. Stranger? Thy juices
Shabir,
lacquer.
as I promised, your bottle will go out. But as you can see, we sold out and we're waiting for concentrates. So next week, but I promise next week you will get your bottle.
What's he saying here? How can you spot the fashionista donuts? They're all into the latest glazes. Oh my word. I see what you're saying. I see it. Well done. That's flippin'.
I'm telling you, and he's just been coming with these donut puns. I absolutely love it.
Caramelized powdered sugar. Caramelized powdered sugar. Maybe. I don't know what they put on top of the creme brulee. Do they put powdered sugar or normal sugar?
Brown sugar.
It's brown sugar, yeah.
Yeah, this was quite a complex juice to get everything layered exact. So the concentrates don't fight with each other. The donut and the brulee to not get it fight with each other is ugh.
But you got, I mean, this is a black bottle. I'm just looking, I'm using the light to look in it. It's not dark at all.
No,
So it's
not
going
at
to be, it's going to behave well on the coils.
hence why it's called golden. It literally goes like a golden color.
But not like this.
It
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
like
yeah.
this. Hold on. This is one of the 30 mils we have left. It goes like that.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
gonna look after your coils. You're not gonna, I mean, people
Yeah.
who love desserts don't mind re-wicking every 3 days, 2 days. Me, I'm a fruit guy, so I'm used to only re-wicking like every 4 or 5 days.
So we have violators and we have reloads and we have all these fancy little tanks and we vape high wattage. I ran a week and a half without re-wicking. I opened it up and it was still perfect. So obviously as the cotton burns into the flavor, it gets better, a lot
Yeah.
better. But it's not a cool killer.
Well,
See?
that's me.
Yeah.
This gap's not gonna come up.
So we're struggling with the lighter. But yeah, that's, I mean, it's clean. It's clean.
Yeah.
There we go. And that, I think that little yellow corner over there is just because of the gold of the...
Yeah. Because my Asgard's doing exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Well, that's a
And this
sign.
has
That's a
been-
good sign.
2 days.
Oh. Roshan Isop, what's up, bro?
How's it?
Brandon Brashoff, why can't we be friends has already been done. Brenny from Australia won it. He got his free song for the night. Julian says, reload 24 on the violator for the win.
100%.
Yeah, so we have a few violators and we have a few reloads and
All right, so we do a little question side of things. We're about halfway through. Just to recap, people that haven't watched or seen you guys here before, this is your second time back. How did either of you start vaping and why?
So, about 4 years ago, one of our friends was vaping, and I was still smoking quite a bit. And he had a vape, and I was vaping on it, and I'm like, yes, I can't enjoy this. Before years ago, we tried, and it failed, and we never actually, like, you vape for like a month, and you're like, nah, it's cuck.
Because you tried a twist.
Yeah.
You got a twist clearer, and the 50 milligram was just fucking your head up.
Yeah. And then I told her she asked me what I want for Christmas, and I'm like, I want a vape. And she's like, you're gonna waste my money. And I'm like, no, just buy me a proper vape. And she went and she bought me the Lustro, I think.
Asmodeus.
Yeah, Asmodeus Lustro.
Yeah.
It just stuck.
Yeah.
And I started vaping full time.
And then you passed on the habit.
Yeah, completely.
And the time frame from starting vaping to starting a juice brand?
2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
So we didn't just jump into it. We were vapers. We supported the store as we went along. I always had secondhand mods. I started on a Luxottic, and then I had a Drag one. And then my first brand new ever mod was a Noisy. Fucking crazy, but yeah.
What do you mean crazy? Everyone in their whole vaping world should have a Noisy Cricket. If you don't have a Noisy Cricket, you're not a real vapor.
There you go. Oh, it's in the bag now.
And then, I just started rolling, and then it was Hexomes, and then it's this, and then it's that, and we own two Noisy Crickets now, 2 Noisy V1s.
Sorry, Brent, would you mind? Kurt just showed up.
Yes,
Hi,
I
Uncle
see.
Kurt. Show him the bottle. Show him the bottle.
Uncle Kurt, if you're here, here's the donuts. Golden donuts.
We hashtag everything.
Want.
Okay.
Want is on there.
There we go.
Very, very stoked to see that making its way around. Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate your time and your effort, Kurt.
We really do. We really do. And that's the only way we could really say thank you for everything.
Well, everyone in chat there, just hashtag want for me. Just do that. I never ever ask people to do this because it builds up my comments and my algorithms and whatever. I don't care. Just hashtag want if you believe in it. Do it. Mr. Lawrence Stradum, what's happening, sir?
So yeah, and then it just started off, and then we launched our first juices the week before VapeCon 2019. Fucking hell. And then we pitched up at
Wait. You can't go fucking hell and then carry on with the story. Tell us about your first VapeCon experience.
Oh, it was amazing.
We loved it. We saw so many faces. We met so many new people. You were one of them.
Yeah.
I still remember you asking Jen, where the fuck do you get this one?
Yeah.
And
hello Simone, she's all the way from
Muscle Bay.
Muscle Bay. It's one of our favorite shops down there. If you ever go that route, go visit Southgate Vapes. They're fucking amazing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we went through VapeCon, but we flew through VapeCon. We met a ton of people, saw a lot of faces, and I think that's where the whole thing basically started. It's just we wanted to be gay. We didn't want to be just a vapor. We wanted to be a vapor, but also be, teaching people. If you walk into a store and this guy, he doesn't know about something, and you want to help him and say, educate him. Listen, you can't do Nick Salts on a sub-ohm or something like that on a Mic. We've seen that.
Yeah. Sub-ohm devices on a what was that? Pro 200. What was that thing called?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But it's crazy that people do things like that.
And then, just getting people more aware of it.
100%. And then the experience of joining an industry of like-minded misfits. We all don't seem to fit in. That's why we fit in so well together.
Exactly that. I mean, it's so nice to walk in. Okay, yes, COVID protocols or whatever. But you know what? You walk into a store, not just as a juice maker, but as a vapor, and you support that store.
Yeah.
And you support other juice makers. I mean, I'm vaping Invasion as well. And then
I think I'm on Ripple, bro.
We always vape someone.
I like to see that.
We're not those juice makers that, I only vape my own shit. Cock, man. You get half full of your own juice. You vape it every single fucking day.
Yeah.
When you're doing the development process, you vape it constantly. That's all you vape. MTL salts, freebase, that's all you vape because you need to test it. So we support other juice brands openly. I love tasting other people's juices.
I just want to mention Shabir has a flippin' awesome comment here. It's about to come up on screen, but I'll read it for you. Knowledge is key. I believe every smoker will change to vaping if they were educated about it. If they were educated correctly, there's no reason for a person to smoke. They could easily change over to vaping, and I find that.
I mean, we were at a birthday party on Sunday, and the one lady, she asked me, don't you get popcorn lung from this stuff? I'm like, no.
Let's sit and talk.
Let's have a seat.
Sit.
I love
have
it.
A glass of wine.
Yeah, I think it's very funny when, and that's another thing, to educate other vapors out there, because there are vapors out there that don't understand what popcorn lung was supposed to be.
Yeah.
What it actually is and how it has affected absolutely 2 people in the whole world ever. So I think Kurt's got an educational series where he's debunking popcorn lung and stuff like that on his channel, and that's to encourage current vapors to go and just get a bit more background on them. I mean, if anyone, like you said, that lady said popcorn lung to you, and if they say shit like that to me, and I have the same response, I don't get angry about it. I mean, there's no point you sit them down and you say, have you got 5 minutes? Let me just help you.
Yeah.
Let me just help you understand that, because if she's smoking and she thinks she gets popcorn lung from that, or she's not smoking and she thinks she gets popcorn lung from that, it's the information that she's spreading around. Every time this conversation, and it's coming up more and more frequently in circles of non-vapors, that these myths, these funny little things that people are like, oh, I don't vape because of this and that. Well, let's get some proper education. And I know you guys do it and I do it. There's just not enough of us doing it.
But you know what's the scary thing about it all? When we were all in lockdown and we weren't trading, how many smokers did we convert? And they believe this is the only way that they're going to go forward.
Yeah. I want to say we converted a lot, and
A lot.
I'll easily say I didn't carry any hard. I used to carry juices because for my international market, and like me doing a review on this, there's guys in Germany asking now where they can get this in Germany. So yeah, I'll have it on my shelves. But in lockdown, I had family and friends asking me like, oh, can you try and organize us a replacement pod for, it was an O-Small. So I was like, an O-Small is a little vape device. It's a pod system. It's fantastic. It's great. I really love it. And they're super cheap. And I said to him, but you don't have one of those. So it's my mate Mark. And I was like, you don't have one of those? Because I kind of give him all his vape gear that he has been stolen from me. So I'm like, you don't have that? He's like, no, I bought one. I got such a deal. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I got the device, I got a replacement pod, and I got a 30 ml juice for $850. I was like, what? Bro, all of that should have cost you 440 Rand. You paid an extra $400 for nothing. So I went, just wait, stop. And during lockdown, I got a hold of people and I sold devices during lockdown. I didn't give a fuck. Because I'm still here.
No, we have to eat.
And my kids were alive.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
it's one of those things. Just to help people, to educate. I didn't go advertise it. I didn't hike up the pricing. I sold it for the recommended retail price.
Fine.
And it's yeah. And we didn't make money from it because that money we reinvested in buying more juices. So supporting the local industry. You guys know better than anyone. I'm a bit staunch on the 031 and the South African local is lacquer. I don't want to worry about those other things. Yeah, there's good juices all over the world, but the best juices are here.
Yeah, 100%. Local is lekker.
No, and
I think our palates are just so much different than overseas.
I find that, yeah, I mean, not to knock anything, and I see these very long comments coming here now. I think Kurt is itching at the neck here. Popcorn lung is very common. It's called bronchitis.
I haven't had bronchitis
in 4 years.
in 4 years. I used to get it every single year.
I was like, well, that's not anything to like write home about. I haven't had it either, but yeah, illnesses and that's, yeah, I mean, your experience with vaping, testament is you haven't had bronchitis in 4 years. And what is correlating to that? You've been vaping for 4 years.
Exactly. It's like the PG shortage. We're sitting with a worldwide PG shortage. It's a fuck up for any juice maker at this stage because our prices have gone through the roof.
Is it really? Because I've heard this.
They're using it in the vaccine. What are we vaping?
Oh shit. No, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I've heard this thing, like there's a shortage of VG. What else is at short demand at the moment?
It's PG, bottles.
Yeah, bottles.
And lithium batteries. Batteries is a fuck
batteries
up.
are dead. So they put in 18650s in the temperature scanners or what?
No. They say it's because of Tesla. Tesla's buying up all the lithium blocks. But I don't know 100% how sure or how accurate that is.
Ikram says a lot of people got their vapes from Chinese shops during lockdown, and a lot have converted to regular vapes after
Yeah,
that.
100%.
And I'd say the same thing. Like the amount of smokers, friends and family wise, that came to start to get their nicotine. I would say we've probably got like a 40% retention on that. People that have stayed vaping after that, and 20% that vaped and then gave up cigarettes altogether. I was concerned about 100% of people that bought vapes during lockdown, specifically because they couldn't get cigarettes. 50%, 60% of them went back to cigarettes. 40% stayed vaping, but there's that 10, 20%, and I know the numbers don't add up, don't comment, but there's that 20% that just actually gave up cigarettes and vaping altogether, which I'm proud of, because that's what we want to do.
Yeah, but if I have to go one day without nicotine, I think I'll kill Landy.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure.
Well, do you think? Have you tried? When last did you try not to? Oh, because I know when I gave up cigarettes, after the third day, my wife went to the shops, bought cigarettes and a box of matches, put them in front of me, and she said, "Please, for the sake of our marriage, just start smoking again."
Yeah.
But I've had a few occasions in the last year or two where I couldn't vape, and I went like 2-3 days easily without vaping.
So
I missed
I
it.
had that-
I did miss it, but remember my nicotine strength is 2, maybe a 3. I don't do Nick salts. I don't do MTL anymore because of the dependency.
Yeah.
I understand if you're a smoker, you need Nick salts and MTL. My problem is I'm a bit of a fucking idiot. So when I pick up my Nick salts, I vape it like I vape this thing, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Look, I always have an NTL with me. But I mean, I had that same situation 2 years ago. I went in for a major op.
Yeah. I went in for I was in hospital for a week.
I couldn't, because every time I would pull my vape, I would cough, and I couldn't cough because of the pain.
Yeah.
So obviously I couldn't for like 2 or 3 days, and it was hell. It was hell.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, Shabir Jusap also says the same thing. He's proud to say he's not dependent on nicotine, and I feel it's been like maybe only 6 months that I haven't done Nick salts, and I feel that I am nicotine free.
Yeah.
I still vape because I enjoy it and I like it, and I don't know if I'm making cuck here in the water, but there are the days where I just like need to sit down and have my vape. I need my little bit of nicotine, but it's such a little bit that it's not a consequence for me. I mean, last night with the kids, I literally, and I don't ever go to bed before fucking midnight. Last night I got into bed at 8 and I went to sleep, and I woke up this morning at 7, and I didn't grab my vape the first thing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I went through and I'd help Laura with the kids, and we were messing around and making breakfast and this and that. And I was like, let me have a cup of coffee. So I put the kettle on. After my first cup of coffee, then I was like, something's missing in my day. Like, saw the kids off to school and I was like, oh, my vape. I wasn't dependent. You know, that nicotine thing. Like, I wouldn't even get out of bed without having my first cigarette in those days.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we all mostly vape 2s or 3s. So,
Yeah.
are you that dependent on nicotine, or are you just enjoying it? Okay, we have to vape salts and we have to vape
Yes,
gels,
yeah.
try and test it. But it's also like I've got 4 or 5 bottles here, just cracked 1 pod and there we go. It's not like I'm finishing a bottle.
Yeah. I mean, I love the ease and the stealthiness of a small, like a Cocoa or a Caliburn or something like that. It's fantastic. It serves you well. But I think the end game is to get off of the nicotine, or get it as low as possible, And if you're going back to an MTL device or an Exalt, you're sparking that nicotine dependency. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just going to stay on an MTL and not use any other thing, yeah, that's cool. That's also cool. Ooh, there's so many comments here. All smokers are lacking common sense. They're hard-headed and don't like the idea of changing over to vape. Phil, Ben, I'd say that's a harsh statement. It's true, but it's not because they're hard-headed or anything. It's because they just don't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've never worked on a car engine and something goes wrong with it and somebody on the phone says to you, well, have you checked this? You know, how would you know what to check? You don't know what questions to ask if you don't know about the actual engine. Let's use that terminology. So without the prior knowledge of an engine, if he says, check the spark plugs, you'll be like, what's a spark plug? So how does a person who smokes a cigarette, how are they able to even ask a question about a device or what the device can do for them?
Yeah.
I mean, I must say, like, if I take my mother, she was a complete chain smoker, like bad. And we tried to get her off the cigarettes for many years. She's a diabetic and all of that, so she shouldn't be smoking. And we just couldn't get her off. We bought her Calibans, devices. We have spent so much money on this woman, it's scary. And every time it lasts for a week, and then it's just like, it's fine. Then she actually got COVID, but bad, real bad. And she phoned me and she's like, I quit smoking. So I'm like, kakma, I brought kakma on a plaque.
Yeah.
And we went down December, and I'm like, so where's your cigarettes? And she's like, no, I stopped smoking. So they have a coffee shop down in Hartzenbos. So obviously in December that place gets packed. So with all the stress of all the people, she actually came to me and she's like, can you go buy me cigarettes? So I'm like, no, I can't. And I had my coca around my neck and I took it off. And I'm like, suck on that. And it worked. It worked. She used it for a day and she's like, can you buy me one? So I phoned Richard from South Cape and I'm like, buddy, do you have cocos? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, keep me one. I'm coming.
That is brilliant.
Until today, she'll phone me like every month, every 2 months. Can you send me some juice? Can you get me some coils? And I'm like, Richard is right there. Yeah, but I want yours. And why should she pay? I mean, her daughter owns it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then we send her down her stock for like 2 months. And she's happy. My dad is happy. My mom is happy. We're all happy. She doesn't smoke anymore.
I think that's the story of absolutely every smoker, that they did give up at one stage of their life, and then there was a turning point where they needed to get that nicotine again. Yeah. I think people who are long-term smokers and why they struggle to change over is because they're it's the texture. It's the box. I remember I always used to just open my packet of cigarettes and play with the foil paper inside. I just used to roll it through my fingers. I don't know why. And like even my wife, she never smoked in her whole life, but her dad used to smoke. And she used to pick up my pack of cigarettes and just smell the cigarettes. And it used to remind her of her dad. So it's those things. I mean, if she couldn't pick up a vape and go, oh, my dad. Because it smells like flipping creme brulee, you know? But yeah, I see that there's so many comments in here. I think we're going to run over time a little bit. I do want to get to a few of these. Kurt's had a really good one just around about. People shouldn't be ashamed of being dependent on nicotine. 100%. Should definitely not be ashamed of that. Look, there's alternative ways to receive your nicotine. You don't have to smoke a cigarette. Ikram says he uses a 2 milligram, sometimes a 0.
Wow. I can't have a day without an NTL. So that's off to you.
Yeah.
My NTL is always full, always.
Wesley says I need 12 milligrams daily, no exceptions.
If you've seen that little margat not have nicotine, fuck save the world.
It's like me without food. I get hangry.
But I also get hungry.
Marcel van Asbergen says, I'm just here for the beard. Oh, there we go. That's the one I wanted from Kurt. It says, unfortunately, smokers are getting conflicting messages.
100% they are.
100%.
100%.
All right, so back to your vaping setups. I'm going to just fire out a few quick questions because I feel like we detracted a lot. What are your favorite setups? I think everyone knows Reload 24 with a Hexome.
No, actually not so much Reload, but Hexome and QP.
So we a lot on the
M25?
fruits.
No, the Violators and the B2s.
I haven't
That's not
used a
bad.
Violator. How about that?
For fruits, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Desserts, I still revert back to my Reload. There's no lie about it. And then I like dripping quite a bit. So I'll walk around with a dripper most of the time, and then
Ascot Mini. What a device.
What
So,
a tank. I'm telling you, it's
I
brilliant.
don't drip because I'm always the one fucking driving. So I always have a tank.
It's a bold statement
But I mean,
from a lady
Yeah.
saying, I don't drip. Really?
Wow.
Jenny?
I don't drip juice.
Oh,
Vape juice. Vape juice.
Sure.
Just put the vape in there. Vape juice.
yeah. So I like dripping, love it. On anything. I put it on a Hexome, I put it on a Noisy. One thing it's not for me is mesh. Fuck. Drive. No.
100%. 100%. I flippin' hate it.
I hate it. It's terrible.
I have a mesh just because we have to have one to taste. But it's because we have to have one. There's no other reason not to have one. Trust me.
You see Wesley there now.
She G drops.
It
Yeah,
always
I don't-
escalates. It's like they says, it always escalates to that with us. Fuck.
I don't know why. But yeah, the mesh, I can't get it right. I bought, okay, I want to say, we've got all the meshes here because we like to keep stock of every device that we make for. Just about 260, 280 devices. And Thor in the workshop uses one of the meshes all the time. He swears by it. I'm like, it just doesn't taste the same. Anyway,
That's terrible.
Desiree says
No.
that escalated fast.
Very.
Wesley says mesh Samur.
Yeah. No, he got himself a little Profile M. So we wicked it up for him this weekend, and 55 watt dry heat was fun.
Done.
Done. Never again.
So, okay, speaking of the profile mesh, I don't think I can say the rest of the sentence on public, but I'll tell you just now in Valhalla.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, no. So yeah, we high wattage vapors. So 85, 120, hexo wattage, whatever. I can't do mesh. It hurts
Okay,
too much.
one juice,
Ultimate juice.
desert island, one juice. What do you got?
Ripple. For me, it's Ripple. I love Ripple.
What did I kill?
No fucking dreams.
Creamy Dreams on ice. Fuck, it was brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
that's
stuff. I killed
Yeah.
like 4 bottles of it.
All right. What is next with the brand? What's happening? What do you guys got going in the future? What can we look forward to? Because I thought I tasted some jam donut in the middle of this, and you said not yet. So
No, that's a project for next year. So we've kind of gone on the route to do maybe another dessert for winter. But we don't know if that's going to happen.
we're waiting for one specific concentrate to arrive.
So
We'll see something also in the golden range.
Yeah.
It won't be a donut though. It will be a plain pastry. If you get my hint, you will know exactly what I'm talking about back in the day.
and then summer we've got loaded end of September, hopefully, with 3 new ones. Candy range-ish, fun.
Candy
taking
fruits?
back. Yeah.
Yeah, candy fruits, yeah. Candy fruits, yeah.
Yeah. With a twisted, it's in work. We've got, I think there's like 20 different versions there again. So we're just playing around. We still have a little bit of time, like I say, 2 months is long. But yeah, let's see. Maybe if we're lucky, we can pop out another one in July, carry out the winter, and then start off end of September with a nice summer range.
100%. And then before we close out there, advice to people who want to start vaping, particularly people that are like smoking cigarettes. What would you say is the right way of changing over?
Sitting with them, actually having a conversation and teaching them, educating them on what vaping actually is.
Yeah, so if you want to stop smoking, go to a vape store. Go to someone that can actually tell you, listen, you need this and this and this. Get the knowledge. Be open-minded. It doesn't help you go in there and say, I want to stop smoking, but I don't want to get popcorn lung and I don't want to die. So, okay, read. Don't go read anything except what Kurt posts.
Yeah.
Please don't. But go open-minded. Speak to the person behind the counter, because remember, he is the one vaping, and he should know a lot about, let's say, a pod system. You've been smoking 60 cigarettes a day, right? Next holds for you. But start on a 35, work yourself down. Don't just stay on 35.
Yeah.
So, again, we're back to education about vaping.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I would suggest, maybe I shoot myself in the foot here, but a proper vape store. Go find a proper vape store. How do you know it's a proper vape store? One, they don't sell cell phone covers and chargers next to their vapes. Yeah.
And it's not marked down half price.
There's what, sorry?
It's not marked down half price.
No. And speak to friends and family. If you find somebody, and I promise you now, if you find somebody walking through a mall that's vaping, or outside of the mall, should I say, stop them. Every vapor is more than happy to tell you about a vape and how to vape. We're like the CrossFit guys or vegans. We love to talk about this shit.
Yeah, it's a thing. And I mean, we all know there's many clones and there's many shitty devices on the market. But go somewhere where you know, listen, you are going to get the right info. If you don't find a place, you know what, Facebook?
Yeah.
Vaping. Find a vaping page. There's a hell of a lot. And ask the question. Don't be shy to ask a question. Don't ask a stupid question, but ask the question.
Yeah.
Listen, where can I go? How do I go about this? Can I do this? Just be open-minded.
There we go. Julian says, flea market vapes are just dangerous. Don't only buy from a vendor. But yeah, it's hard for somebody that doesn't know to know that. But that's a good point as well. The little flea market things. I haven't met any flea market vapes that are pretty good. Vape Truck has a whole truck, and he is situated at a flea market, but he's got a store inside a mobile truck.
Yeah.
That's the
and then, I know Ramiro from Omrika.
Yeah.
He's also expanded and opened a little store in a flea market in Panorama. Cool. And what he actually did like 2 rows further than one of those fake shops.
But I mean, the guys that work for him, the guys that work for him know about vapes.
Yes, yeah.
They're not going to sell you a knockoff pod and you need to replace a coil every second day.
Yeah.
He's going to actually sell you a proper juice made in South Africa, not made somewhere over the water. And you know what? He's going to help you. And most probably you're going to go back to him because you believe him.
Yeah. And you'll find a person from a proper vape store is way more enthusiastic to help you get the right vape than somebody that's just trying to force it on you.
Yeah. Hey, Baba, this one is 60 rand, no?
You take it, you like it, you try it, you buy it.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
change to cappies.
All right, let's end off with 2 stupid questions. You get 1 each. Is a list of 100 questions that I spent hours and hours and hours of research. I downloaded it off the internet straight away. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Jenny?
Me. 22.
22. I don't think we've had a 22 before.
I don't want to go for the obvious 69. because
Oh,
that's-
this works so perfectly well with you.
Oh, lovely.
If you were given a 1-minute ad slot during the Super Bowl, what would you fill it with? So it says, yeah. So if you were given a 1-minute ad slot during the Super Bowl that you couldn't sell, so you couldn't sell the ad space. Now remember, Super Bowl's like the biggest event of the whole world, America's idea of sport. What would you do with your 1-minute ad space?
I actually don't flip a know.
What?
I don't know.
You're the marketing guru.
Supposedly, but I have to sit 5 hours and think a whole lot of shit for that. Not on the spot. I don't know. Almost probably vaping.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't know. Our general conversation every day is just vaping. We hardly talk about the weather because it's cold.
No, but it's you got an ad space. So how would you promote your product to 200 million Americans in 1 minute?
I don't know. With the name like we had, it goes sideways. I don't know.
It's lubricant. You can vape.
You know how many people's asked us the question, why aren't you making sex lube? I'm like, you can find any recipe on the internet. If you can't find a recipe for that, trust me, I've looked.
Wesley Null says 30 seconds is equal to 5.6 million US dollars. That's how much it costs.
Luxem.
So 1 minute ad space, yeah. Get Terry Crews to do an advert about vaping with his body. Oh man.
No.
All right.
No.
Landy,
Yeah.
pick a number.
Yeah. 7.
Aye, boy, we've had 7 plenty times. Come on, man.
Okay. 38.
I wonder why she picked 38. Landy, what is the longest word that you know?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Is that a word? Please use that in a sentence. Please use that in a sentence.
There we go.
I can do this. The golden donut is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
All right, ladies, we are 9 minutes over. Thank you so much for being here. Give your shout outs. The guys have been commenting with your Facebook profiles and things like that.
Thanks, guys.
Finish it off for us. Finish it off strong.
Guys, I think we can only but thank everyone for all the support over the last 2 years.
Especially the last 2 weeks of the
Especially the last 2 weeks of the rebrand. I think it went down much better than what we expected. And all I can say is there's a lot more to come from us. Watch this space. We're going to hit it hard.
Drop it like it's gold.
It's going to drop like it's gold.
Nice. Sweet. All right,
Awesome.
ladies and gents, boys and girls, thank you for being here. Oh, I used to do it and then I changed it. Now I must do it again. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, and other. Thank you for being here. This has been the Triple T. Catch up with us sometime. Go follow our likes, Instagram, social medias and stuff like that. The ladies at G Drops will appreciate a follow on their page as well.
Yeah, please.
Why, did you think I was going to mess it up and go G-Spot?
Yeah.
Well, the handle is still G-Spot Pictures.
People are
No, I checked that for you. If you type in G Drops, it comes up with G-Spot Techno.
Yeah.
It still does. But I think that'll take 2 weeks to... Anyway.
Yeah.
We're off to Valhalla where we're going to sit and chat with the Patreons and talk about things that we couldn't talk about here. So if you want to become a Patreon, it's very easy. $5 a month gets you access to the Zoom room. Any more than that will get you multiple entries to a waffle of things because we're not allowed to say stuff like that. But yeah, There's always a monthly prize package of whatever I've been reviewing, juices wise, devices, acrylic stuff, and whatever. There's always a thing going around, a thing. So take it easy. Thank you very much. Yolandi?
Yes.
Jenny?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And we'll
We
see you
love
guys.
you.
We'll see you guys in like a month or two, hey?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Awe,
definitely.
awe.
We're gonna do that Middleburg trip, that fog Middleburg trip together.
We're going to Durban.
No. I will see you at the end of the month. But
No,
we
we-
will see you two back on this channel with other people
Soon.
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 All right.
Soon.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Thank you.